Hello and welcome to part 4 of The Wings of Wigan, our one club story in FM24. In episode 3, we saw our first few games from August and September, and in this episode, we take the story forward as we look into the games from October, November, and December, and also our cup run. Without further ado, let's dive in. It is the 1st of October, and we are up against Barton, team in 23rd place. A game we should win easily, and when we did, with a 2-0 victory, Graban and Clare getting the goal. Next up was Stevenage, who was in 19th place. We did beat them 2-1. Wesley getting the early goal, but then Clare and Graban getting the victory for us. The EFL Cup game versus Bradford, and we got this beautiful run and goal from Clare. It was a brilliant game with the 3-3 at regulation time, and then we had a 5-4 in penalties. What a win for the club in the EFL Cup. Back in the league, we won 3-1 against Peterborough. Hughes, Graban and Clare getting the goals. We had the first round of FA Cup draws. We drew Southend, who are Panorama National League side. Should be a fairly easy fixture. Next up was Exeter, whom we drew 2-2, and Oxford, whom we beat 3-2. Both games, Graban getting a goal. What a signing he has been for the club. We got this beauty from Lang as we rounded off October, beating Shrewsbury 2-1. In terms of finances, I was getting a bit concerned as the club was losing about 400,000 every month. So we had an unbeaten October with 5 wins in the league and also the EFL Trophy win. Just propelled us into the 3rd place in the league with 32 points from 16 games. Remember, we had the 8-point deduction, so we are indeed the best performing team in the league. We begin November with the FA Cup tie versus Southend, which we won 1-0, Glenn Ria with a 72nd minute goal. In the second round of the FA Cup, we got Salford, who are in League 2, so we expect another win and progression to the 3rd round. Cheltenham were up next, and we got this beautiful screamer from Matthew Smith from 25 yards out as we beat them 3-0. We also ensured progression in the EFL Trophy with a 2-1 victory over the Aston Villa reserves. We continued our good form in the league with a 1-0 victory over Leighton Orient. In the training report for November, we got that Steven Segenson is beginning to develop very well, which you can see. I have been told he was a wonder kid in FM20. Now he's only a leading potential for championship. So he's no longer a wonder kid, but one we'll keep an eye on for sure. Rounding of November for us was Fleetwood, and we got another goal from Graban as we beat them 3-0. At the end of the November, we are 250,000 in the red in the finances. It is really worrying because one of the main objectives of the save is to keep Wigan out of the financial troubles that have brought them into this situation in the first place. We began December with the FA Cup second round tie versus Salford. This beautiful goal from Segenson was one of the highlights of the game as we beat them 3-0 to progress to the 3rd round. It's time for the FA Cup 3rd round draw. I mean, we really hope we get a good draw. I mean, if we can get a Premier League side, we'll probably be out of the financial troubles. I mean, let's see. Well, okay, we are at home and we draw Manchester United. Oh my god. We draw Manchester United, but it's at home. We still should make a bunch of money out of this game. Oh boy, I'm excited. EFL Trophy was up next, and we got a 1-0 victory over Liverpool under 21s. We brushed aside Lincoln, who are in the 14th place, with a 2-1 victory. Been an unbeaten episode so far, and we hope it continues. The board is absolutely delighted with our performance. We are on A plus at the mid of December. They're delighted with almost every results we have so far. I guess we spoke too soon about the unbeaten episode as we lost our first game in this episode with a 1-0 loss to Wycombe. Our youth intake preview is in, and it seems like an excellent intake. We've got fullback strikers, attacking midfielders. Okay, well, I hope we get a good intake. That'll be amazing for the club. We finally have the offer for Charlie Wyke, somebody who I've been trying to sell since the beginning of the save. With a 72k, it's a bit low on his valuation, but we'll still save money even after paying his salary contribution for 4.5k. In the league, we faced 20th place Pordville away, whom we beat 2-0, and then Bolton, who is 4th place at home, and we drew 1-1 with them. 3rd place Reading were up next, and it was a good game. It was a game that was, we dominated from the beginning, and Belzagi got us a lead in the 24th minute, followed it up with in the 64th minute with a beautiful shot from Luke Shaw, who took the run and then finished it well to give us a 2-0 win. Up next was Derby, and the game was deadlocked 2-2 at halftime before Graban combined with Humphreys to get us into the lead, and we held on for a 3-2 win. We managed to get the finances in order a bit. We found a few transfer clauses which we could sell. Most important one being Sean McGurk, who had a salon fee clause with Leeds, which could give us 570,000 right now. And I think it was good value. I do not think that he would go for more than 3 million to give us more money than this. We dispatched of Carlisle next in the league with a 2-0 victory. Gardo from the wings, producing a beautiful finish. We have thus finished off December with just one loss in the league against Wycombe and a draw against Burton. Otherwise, we have been absolutely brilliant in the league. An extremely important piece of business was done with Relly coming back again from loan. His loan was supposed to expire on the 1st of January, but he's coming back, and that's going to be very, very. Arsenal did not want to renew his loan, but eventually they agreed. So that's a great piece of news. As for the finances are concerned, I mean, now we are 1.4 million in the green, so we should be fine for the end of the season, and then we can reevaluate if we promote. So at the end of December, we are top of the league with 57 points from 26 games, 4 points over Portsmouth, who have a game in hand though, and we are also in the FA Cup. We are also in the EFL Trophy. So far, the season has been really good for us. I was initially planning to finish the episode at the end of December, but now I realize that the FA Cup game is up next on the 4th of Jan. Before that, we had to face Burnley, whom we dispatched of 3-1. It is the 4th of January, folks, and we face Manchester United at home in the FA Cup third round. Our lineup for this game: Sam Tickle at goal, the back four of Segesson, Hughes, Kerr and Clare, Adiko, Ria and Smith in the midfield trio, Balzaghi and Gado in the wings, and Salam Lang, the sole striker up front. The game started with United putting us under a lot of pressure, but Sam Tickle was having a great game. It was in the 10th minute when Balzaghi found Segesson, and we had our first beautiful chance when Balzaghi scored, giving us a 1-0 lead. Could this dream be on? In the 13th minute of the game, we had a beautiful pass to Lang, who was free, and we made it 2-0. Suddenly, the dreams and the hopes were coming up. We made chances after chances, and it was only a matter of time, it seemed, we will score more. But of course, it was United, and they kept on. We got highlight after highlight in the game, couldn't make any further progress. The first half, almost all the highlights in the game were ours, but in the 33rd minute, it was United who attacked. We have been strong and we have been holding on. The pressure though told in the 44th minute of the game when a free kick was blocked, but on the resulting rebound and the cross, Ganasho scored, making it 2-1. The game meandered on after the second half though, as both teams continued to put pressure, but neither were able to break through. There are quite a few good chances. Callum Lang hitting the woodwork. United too had a few good chances. Luke Shaw with a beautiful pass, but was blocked by Clare. There are no further goals in this game as we held on with our skin and teeth, and we go on to beat Manchester United 2-1 in the FA Cup third round. Our dream is still on. It also helped our finances as we now are over 2 million in the finance. We finished the episode by looking at our fourth round draw, which is us at home against Manchester City. Another big fixture, another one we hope to perform well in. That's it for today, folks, and we will come back in the next episode.